We're going to kick things off by talking about Punt God and starting the sixth round. And I am not lying to you, Justin, when I say this. This might have been the most electric pick of the draft. And I'm saying this just because you saw so many Bills fans out there banging the table saying, "We need a punter. We need a punter." Like, everyone was like, "All right, we're gonna draft Punt God in round X or Y or whatever." And next thing you know, I'm actually about to go into work, and I'm about to start my car, and I was like, "All right, I have enough time to see who this pick is. Let me just see who it is, and then I'll just like drive." Cue the draft noise.
Driving very fast.
No, I didn't even start my car, and then I look down, it's like Matt Araiza, San Diego State, and I literally laughed so hard in my car, turned it on, and just drove with a smile because this is an awesome pick, right? We have a need at punter because Matt Hawk isn't good at punting. We get a guy that everyone was basically forecasting the Bills would pick, and it actually happened. That's what's so funny to me. And I couldn't be more happier because this guy has like crazy leg strength. Now, can he control it? That's the real question. Does he outkick his coverage? I don't personally know. I just know the man can boot the ball. Can he control it, do coffin corner stuff? Who's to know? But the big question with Matt Araiza is can he hold the football? You got to figure it out, bro. Like, you just got to figure it out. I don't really know how else to say it. Like, you have all of training camp to figure out how to field a long snap from Reed Ferguson. Figure it out, put a glove on, put it down, build up that continuity between Reed Ferguson and Tyler Bass. That's my only thing. I love this pick. Only thing I'm gonna say is can you hold? But my counter to that is figure it out, bro.
Worst case scenario, we just keep Matt Hawk on the roster, have him hold Araiza punt, right? Joe.
No, that's a terrible idea.
No, I mean we had a kickoff specialist back in the day. What was that?
That's a waste of a
Jordan
spot.
Gay?
No, I'm not on the board with that.
We'll figure it out. The thing that I love about this pick so much is, first of all, everybody in Bills Mafia has been calling for this dude, and I was sitting I wanted him, and I'm sitting there listening to the draft, and every time I hear a team come up and they're saying they draft punter, and I'm like, there he goes. And 2-3 punters went before him. In his press conference afterwards, he's talking about having a chip on his shoulder and making those teams pay. I'm like, I love hearing this from my punter. But what I love the most about this pick is it's such a Bean McDermott pick of betting on the physical traits, and we're gonna figure
Swinging
out the
for
rest.
the fences.
And talking about that from a punter, it's so weird to talk about this as a punter, but he obviously has the leg, and they're kind of we're gonna teach him to reel it in. We're gonna teach him the finesse. Mm-hmm. We're gonna make sure he gets there.
And he's left-footed.
Left-footed, which apparently is better with the swirling winds in Orchard Park. This is what I've heard. I don't know anything about that.
No, it just comes in so awkwardly that I'm not gonna lie. I tossed around the football the other day, and I was fielding catches from a left-handed thrower. And I'm not going to lie, when the ball was coming in, and he had incredibly weak arm talent, to put it lightly, but the ball was going so slow and spinning so weird that I actually had to think about what I was looking at, which makes no sense because oh my god, it's a football. What do you mean? What are you thinking about? Just catch it. And I tried catching it, and it spun off my hand a different way than a regular spin because I kind of catch it with that anticipation. But having it go the other way just kind of messed with my mind for a little bit. I definitely dropped one or two before I really got to it. So if you're not used to that type of spin, I promise you, it is real.
I will say the last thing that I really like about this pick too is he's a straight athlete. There's so many instances where he just blasts the ball 60, 70 yards and he's sprinting down the field and like he's the first one there to make the tackle and he's thumping dudes.
Yeah.
Now, do I want to see that in the NFL? No, not necessarily. I want you to trail the play. I don't want my punter getting hurt. I have gunners. I have the whole special teams unit to make that tackle. But in the circumstances where something breaks contain and somebody's running down the field and about to score the touchdown, like how many times do you see they got one man left to beat and it's the punter and the punter's
like,
trying
oh,
to tackle
boy.
the dude and it looks like his shoestrings are tied together. You got a guy to get by if the last man to beat is Matt Araiza. And it's just that little subtlety of having confidence that he can stop
Competitiveness,
too. Yeah, like
I'm about it.
it's subtle, but I love it.